Welcome to Curious Wings Learning Platform, an envision to empower through education. Sustainability in motivation. So before we go through this module, an interesting one to be honest, hope you covered the previous ones. So having done that, let's just move on. Achieving goals and staying motivated requires self-discipline. Developing self-discipline involves the following. 1. Clarify your thoughts and get clear about the source. 2. Looking for evidence. 3. Consider alternatives. 4. Look into consequences and implications. 5. Ask the original question. 6. Competence. 7. Relatedness. 8. Autonomy. Let's see all of the above in detail. The first submodule. Clarify your thoughts and get clear about the source. Think more exactly about what you're thinking about. Try to get behind the concept of your argument. Go deeper. These questions are meant to make you sure to get a clearer picture of the problem. What's changed since your motivation decreased? What could be the reason of this lack of motivation? Look for evidence. Dig into the reasoning rather than assuming it as a given. It's natural for us to use unthought through or weakly understood supports for arguments. These questions help you understand where you're coming from and why. These are powerful before delving into a solution. What can you do to prove or falsify your ideas? Consider alternatives. Warren Buffett once said, diversification is a protection against ignorance. Most arguments are given from a particular position. Try to change perspectives and consider others equally valid viewpoints. What could others think are other alternatives? What are all potential causes? Look into consequences and implications. The arguments we give may have logical implications that can be forecasted. Do they make sense? Are they desirable? These questions will help you realize and consider the outcomes of your approach. How can these consequences help me solve my problems? The second submodule. Ask the original question. Steve Maraboli once said, the universe is so well balanced that the mere fact that you have a problem also serves as a sign that there is a solution. It's good, right? Suppose you answered all the questions so far, you have a clearer picture of the root cause of your lack of motivation. Now, you're clear about this. You can give all your energy to finding the solution. Bounce the ball back into your own court and ask questions about the original question. What can I do differently? How is this going to help me? If I solve this, will it be enough? Competence. Theodore Roosevelt once said, whenever you are asked if you can do a job, tell me, certainly, I can. Then get busy and find out how to do it. Competence is the feeling of being effective in your continuous interactions with your social surroundings and getting the opportunity to express your capacities. This need for competence motivates you to seek challenges that are optimal for your capacities and so consequently maintain and improve your skills. Goldilocks rule says that people experience extreme motivation when they work on tasks that balance on the edge of their current capabilities. So not too hard, not too easy. Exactly, right? Do you feel that your current challenges are optimal for what you're capable of? Do you feel that they help you to maintain and develop your skills? Moving on to the third submodule, relatedness. Nietzsche once said, invisible threads are the strongest ties. Relatedness is the feeling of being connected to others. This need is not about achieving goals, but about having the feeling of oneness and security that you can get from your surroundings. Positive feedback, communication, and a general feeling of security have strong effects on intrinsic motivation. To what extent do you feel connected and supported? Moving on, autonomy. Ayn Rand once said, why do they always teach us that it's easy and evil to do what we want and that we need discipline to restrain ourselves? It's the hardest thing in the world to do what we want, and it takes the greatest kind of courage. What we really want. Autonomy is about feeling that your actions come from yourself, and so are authentic interests and integrated values. Behavior is an expression of the self. Actions that originate in you lead to more interest, enthusiasm, and trust in yourself. Don't confuse this with independence. It's perfectly fine to follow someone else's direction or opinions as long as they authentically integrate into your own system of values. To what extent are your current actions and work an expression of your own values and interests? Yes, now we could find some bulbs glowing behind you, as all of you are now aware of how you can shape a strong and expressive personality. Let's get into how our attitude can go with our motivation and success. Stay tuned.